president, the meat boss. Grab a bottle of meat boss energy drink and boss it up.
This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Another quality product from Aqua. Excessive drinking can be detrimental to health. Not recommended to persons under the age of 18 years, lactating mothers, pregnant women, and persons sensitive to caffeine.
Customer. Of late, you don't buy oil from me again. Why?
Oh, Auntie Efua, it's not you. I've tried the new Frital cooking oil in sachet, and I haven't been able to switch to any other oil. See, it's affordable and comes in different sizes. It's a cholesterol-free oil fortified with vitamin A and produced under hygienic conditions. It's just perfect for me. So, Auntie, I'll become your customer again if you start selling Frital cooking oil sachet.
Hey. Customer.
Cook conveniently with Frital cooking oil sachet. Available in different sizes. Frital cooking oil. Love your food, love your life. This advertisement has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
A freeway, start time, and football across Any over 13 football league and a tournament will be a purpose of our weekend. Minadabra, ball body, Parky Biaso, Bitman were live HD on Star Time. Any a 50 Barcelona Messi, Ronaldo Juventus, Kodia Samuel Inter Milan, so because our Star Time so now you do a bomb pumper aku no weekend your over 122 channels. And on Star Time. Ghana Paul Bonnie Beer our Star Times. So Star Times, affordable football action in every home. Star Times, enjoy digital life.
Pepino, a yana niema bebre esisi ya kwemu. Nenso, etode bia, aje adwenya emu donkwana ebete sa ensem yase. John Oropesa, eye beme ni monyamfo bia, na wone ne yire ene ne ba be mu a enetie. Na wo muti asumdwe mu yie pa. Ekopem se dakobi, abayewa bi yi ni ti se eye ne papa ene John. Na de ma asem ni mokra ye den ne se, emaba we miensa nkoana na ewo se, yehwehwe won ede won eka abayewa yi ho. Sebastian ehye Joanna Victoria bo se obebua ama wahwehwe ni nuanom miensa a ana ahyensodie bi eda won sere ho a na ye half moon. Odo akomatie hwima mentwe ene nsensem bebre ene bepie mu nanso ejuma no ebesi Jibre Nature Daughters of the Moon Ejuada Ecosifia de Bia 1:30 p.m. sharp Ewa Doom TV so na ebe shasie efiada 8th of May 2020 ya Ninina ewa Adom TV so Adom TV yawazoye.
LPG I am from a jar and hotse nanso sa eho beti ama wo agisa wo de adi dwuma yi ansa na wo beso wo gya no hwea na hwe se mframaja ho nka biara enje ho se wote mframaja ho pampa na buebue afoma na nyina eba ne saa a menso ana menum biara edi enyinam ahoden eye adwuma dundum eja biara a waso wo ho na frɛ onimdifo mano mmehwɛ mawo fasamina nsuogu mframaja tontruwa no ano se wo ehuro a natural se etue ampa tai hwe se droban na etwe mframaja no ho ntue na tai se sandroban no acha preko mfie mienu biara echi hwe se abri biara wo besoja no wo bepa wo matches ansa na waso wo stove hwe se mframaja ne ho asode no adum abri biara wo mfandi dwuma biara nkratoa yi efri National Petroleum Authority aswe.
Okay, Yababak, we are live on Asampa 94.7. Now it's 15 minutes after 8. You're quarter to 9. About 9. Now it's a Ministry of Information. And then a feature the Sports Ministry. Honorable Isaac Kwame Siaman Nebeko. Now update on the restrictions on sports, whether it's EB and IMB and all that. And the minister no air court no address the press no. Enti yebot nonkona yebeko nyekuti and sembia minister no ewo ekachire those of us ye sports in munu ene Ghana o man no enyina nti yebetwan ye free sabria eko ene ye ne house of folk for one national chapters committee no the whole Ghana national nyina the chairman of the National Chapters Committee no ono na waba studio ha yene no ebe twetwe nkomo enra yene kotokofo twetwe nkomo na Nana Kwame Dankwa ye first vice chairman National Cycles. Now today is the turn of National Chapters, which is House of Hook. Na your friend Elvis Herman Hesse enchebia meneno ebe twetwe nkomo na emo no answer no yeni nkomo kakra wa ha isan se ono no da bia mbete nka na na motene kan fi Kumasi on the telephone na fi odwa nsem no eguma but na de waba abeka yensa e hanmo
Asempa FM
o se timi mana kwa ba na ebisa ne se Kumasi kra e wote sen maestro se won se Kumasi fo no bedu sa na o nchira fo no bedu a o tujwa no fi Kumasi begum sa na se ye rese de ne ma ne si ko e ha se enti yama yala kwa ba Bismarck owusu bempa ayala ayala kwa ba
meje sumo show
bibi aboko de
ankofo admo
Kumasi te sen o se krum
ose kom
ayeshi o
but mama bi kan ka say nse ene Jacob birthday
Jacob birthday
Jacob Patrice yeah executive producer in Sharps and then the birthday nti Zami amabedrun kan ide na say me to birthday na free kan akokuma asenti Jake baby I will be am ni say Zami who monitor show no.
That's right
mo show name maestro say yem to birthday ni free kan akokuma asenti
Jacob happy birthday to you,
special birthday.
That's it.
Kumasi de bibi aboko
Sisa hakoye enye epic center but I say niema ekoso ho niema ekoso Kumasi nti senate ye kotoko board no
exactly Kumasi edin that is the poster you get Kumasi edin because unze mention if you can't predict them nti enkofo kra hu how a board no craft so buy and yakwa say there are some myths bi board no start mu dwumedia and enkofo beti ase what really board nankasa omudwumedi ebesi akọ nti nkofo are quiet I say ye new board need and so also one or two actions the appointment mo so okay direction we na board ne person moko sa de ni nyama nti say na mind story abetum say ye freezing management nti so ye freezing management there then that will give a clear indication so okay and ye be call direction be in place. And the people they will appoint because the management is in charge of the day-to-day running of Kotoko. One impression be how they will want to go again. And we told just say Professor Lydia and Cancer 3 member committee no. On Monday to say 4 weeks. You see a tum kakasa dia mom. It tells you say probably be mudu medin ko mudi ni so nyam be and obi an say eye omum edwumedie ewia. And nkofo be hu the direction nkasa pe omo praise and omo recommendations in Kotoko because so Kumasi there in terms of Kotoko sem there as obia ateku no o hwe say na within the next weeks na ekono no ma besi akoen any move bia will be monitored by the Kumasi people and then be determined for us to know the clear direction of bia Kumasi Asante Kotoko.
But one issue better you can wasem Football Association for I've just seen a story in the graphic and without touching on it quickly because we saw time I was na afi endra na the Football Association delegation mo call graphic na enye ade afufro but abare de e se kan wasem na graphic cover story ni say transparency accountability will win public trust graphic MD to GFA. Into omukoko drew ye no. This is that advice. Graphic MD no. What they the Football Association. But so touch on this thing. The public trust, winning public trust. And the graphic MD today na yenhwe.
Mojo mama fa we so nka ho.
Okay.
Unse day na na keti din birthday no.
Yeah.
Oko company na omokra Yas products ba. Yeah, good. Okoye no ni omwamdi no so din komo omwamdi no so a UK based person no ka say oh ono ope football but na say na so ba Ghana no football no form
Asempa FM
any advertisement mo dey about almost sanitary pass no so na enkomodi dey was to convince them to come on board for the women's league.
Yeah.
Now say utie asama MD no nkomo ne get dey na it's the same with MD of graphics in some of can say so mo pese mo wini ye corporate Ghana ma ye ba on board. The process is simple. You must first win the public interest. Company behind who Baba said mo be bata Ghana Football Association. Abra on say there's a clear win of the public interest, because our banners or the Jumedi better. Why not express or no mubenya direct relationship in terms of sales? They're public. And say, we need public interest need to FA now. You don't expect corporate investment or football in your rocket side something key. Exactly. Now Musho say share problem Ghana football in the pastor. Yeah. You embassy dwell so much on your problems, but it was a clear case of lack of corporate governance. A clear case of lack of corporate governance. And do be I made this example say, Mekai when Madame Lucy Quest by Joy Super Morning Show no so with Daniel Dazi. Daniel Dazi will say, Madam, Mubaya my stakeholders engagement ni no. And then more assessment of Ghana football. CCA say me bisa say sum up the problem of Ghana football abakasa dey. As you always clear say the corporate governance structure na what every hon a practice. Yes, uncle when Madam Gloria Kufu, Attorney General, Tama announce expose do by public next so move so after by say about to step in. Okay, say famous Madam Gloria Kufu High Court ex-parte injunction. Yeah. Say utie nunkro ba obotre judge na. Judge ne granting is our ex-parte injunction na. The conclusion was that Ghana Football Association as a company I am more certificate registered no. Omo problem pan said omo emblem of corruption this animal no man and that omo lack what we call corporate structure and governance in ye. Yeah. Enti eya kwa say obi ajitum. Say what got us into the mess? A lack of corporate governance. Ya nyi no ma ye. Na me can say me person me stretch the matter into even an ask expose na kasa because so okasa ukumu and a normal circumstances. You ofia here. So obi bana so okasa person sponsor the ultimate sports show. I think so there's a procedure laid down. Of course. Most want to mean funny pakonu ko say chire baby. And can send because only drafting anything on paper. You tell the person so if you want to sponsor, see the marketers. Yeah. Because I'm gonna you muju say I'm betting me know I negotiations now or my do about on board as a sponsor. Yeah. And see you're lacking maybe in Ghana football and it's about corporate governance. Now my problem in say a person solve our problem near now. Internal matter. Of course. And yet abonti enyam komodio radio so and it make us an internal matter. I'm talking about the relationship between the executive council and the members that are the class. Yeah. Almost some within internal FA and better abonti ayekabi. I don't know. I was FA no I want a strong policy to move away from first in the near city everywhere in the world. So okay say yenye corruption, transparency, accountability researcher. It is based on public perception. Of course. Into a perception index. And they calculate into a more corruption research in almost a sampling size. Yeah. Into a mobile sound say over Ghana high institution be corrupt. Then people start mentioning institutions. Then they say, oh, according to conformity Ghana, these institutions here rank corruption and corruption everywhere is measured by the public perception. And perception more internally there's corruption in there. Exactly. And some it is based on information about what goes on internally. Remember one classical example and can maybe say solving this problem. I was say Musho in the past and even in present governance of Ghana Football Association. You see elections are. You see Premier League for more slots. Some will vote in Penyumfobi, Aqua Executive Council room. Yeah. Division 1 movie, RFA movie, Women's Football movie. And to constituent bodies no. Obi wa konya to vote for Obi to go into the boardroom of Ghana football. The problem ni say. Some person will ensure transparency and accountability. Make sure say the different segregation of powers. And if akona o vote ma o second. Yeah. Also ko hono ko serving the interest. And to jumedi bi amudi we executive council room hono. Many pakona odo ko hon enye informed about the decisions you are making about them. What they call you no. Exactly. Agenda ni say yamfa say obi say Dr. Tony Obin. Frederick Achi, Uncle George Amwako, Kinsley Osebunsu, Nana Odro Safo, Omom representing Premier League. Ora Randy Abe, Ora Mark Ado, Ora Animado. Some more executive council meetings. E wo say mon call for chairman because they think say you have the brains, more nyansa. You can exercise more discretion in the executive council room and take the best decisions for your slot. But secondly, people more. But what you've been through, any issues of transparency and accountability, no, it will be very, very good. Say, you will make sure that the friend decentralization, I hear you and the best American United say, when you are going to discuss crucial issues in the executive council room, get to your members. Tell them, say, look, as Bamasono, saying it here. What is the interest of the Premier League? Yeah. Money means our swap. So there be a room where we will know what our people want. Of course. And young Conco take a decision. Then we come discussing the issue on radio. Then you get a Premier League member calling you, every Professor Darlington, for example. I'm using him as an example. No about radio, so no to be a money executive council. I see say only to be able to influence decisions in the executive. You have reps. Exactly. What to about movie? So even including Oracle Sosebus, he is the executive council member. Also a bank of Bechim. But you see Prof Darlington coming on radio to rant about decisions and conformity take inside. And you see when Sano Manokoswa na asuntie na public interest tie na corporate world tie enti then sa ntawantawa ni ba radio no so a obi tie che osi o enkofre kwa exactly they are not transparent. For example FIFA sika ya bai my Zoom meeting what you say enti ebani saying even with Zoom meetings to meet your members or motor, and I was very, very happy when Omuchi Chair team said more to Abama from the Premier League, no, meet your Premier League members. More to Abama Division 1, meet your Division 1 members. And if I get the opportunity to meet my constituents or Moto Abamami, that's what I say. Oh, we are going to discuss Sikebi a free forever. And see, me Kadia Waju, Namsman Kadia Waju. Yensi Po as Division 1, Yensi Po as Premier League, Yensi Po as RFA, Yensi Po as women football. Let constituent bodies Nina, Mempham against them, and Kabera and Kenya problem. Why do we still have problem if everybody is involved in the decision making? And Timosho maybe Massam na make about this transparency and accountability no because everyone they don't own you Mosho. Transparency and accountability. Exactly, they own their own class. And since they should find a way to bridge the gap between Omo executive council room honor, Omo taking the crucial decisions for the F. Any Omo members, if they are able to engage them well, no members not feeling part of any crucial decision from the FR. There is no way they will come on radio and rant. Again, they say Utu Okodofono. Now Utu Esusofo. Look, Mickey Chasmo. Yes, me rap here. Nicky Charles, Prof Darlington, Abdul Salam. I'm talking about more vocal for look. FNA was an entity, no. And you have been a bebwa, am I a FNE? The ultimate new members, no. I'm meeting your boy FNE. The truth of the matter, they say, and maybe a criminal. Say, on radio, it has not helped the brand of the FA. And say almost per se, yes, you may have issues with decisions, but why are they not using the internal channels? Why? Make it us. You are a very, very good friend to Ron Yabe. He says on the Division 1 slot on the Premier League. There is no way I won't make it us. Offer business Oramak Adwabaka on few. There is no way president. So why are you not engaging them internally? That is what I'm saying. To executive council for listen to your members, dialogue with them, have a relationship with them, engage them on crucial decisions. Take their interest into the boardroom. That is the first one. You can establish. They must listen to them. Again, we also to the other side. No, for say. Answer about radio so to come and express your challenges. And you catch a show, my catch on board, then you have a very, very good cause. Yes, but I just had we must respect the internal no matter what happening, and we must not say, hey, run the other executive council room. They are not aliens to football. They are people you send them there. Hold them accountable. talk to them. Tell them your problems.
Yeah.
Nobody will take care of you. Tell them. Mami first I did winter too. No. I say omu baby. And I'm so much me baby. And just something about omu come with the house. Debbie. And yes I know. And yes I know. Mami first I did winter too.
Nice one.
And we are meeting say Prosper Harrison.
Yeah.
On I think Angel FM.
Yeah.
And make you one serious revelation be. And it comes into us discussion. Now, in fact, that example, in trying for me now, in just 1 minute.
Okay.
Prosper say, as the General Secretary of Ghana Football, or more, I did a General Secretary's meeting.
Okay.
And they've had that with FIFA. Now, Omokoya. And say, and yet Ghana, what the peculiar situation say, clubs no else say, even operational costs can ever. You find show because COVID-19 or more bread.
Yeah.
And also, I know no put a raising issue no meeting as you. Other general secretaries of other federations and a raising issue no. And I FIFA say baby, yes no. Sikano ya tudim. Ya chemu jumedi amunfendi. Monko kancha my class and say they should wait for the FIFA relief fund. Yeah, who juma we are putting finishing taxes.
Yeah.
Say sikano bad here. Then you can take a decision say okay, I had a finish problem no one among for my class na mum so much. The issue ni say Adentina you have gone to a meeting like that as a general secretary. Everything there. Yeah, your friends, our football administrators and constituent bodies. The important thing to do as a general secretary is to write to your members and say, look, no crime say and some are yati. A democracy, say FIFA relief fund we should then spend operational money on you. Not a buy and fan balance. But they are quiet. FIFA for say, we are sensitive to your matters, but you ain't and think about it, what catch a class no. So tell it, you could discuss it, but I need why must a club listen to this revelation first on radio?
Well, but I think FNO will tell you some communicators are loud and clear to their members. Say,
no, I'm saying say dialogue number.
Yeah.
O say nyamedia. Only why Zoom meeting say me watch me into my nyamedia.
Yeah.
O see every time I order entity no order. I want you do this here and tawaba. You meet FIFA as general secretaries and you tell FIFA say your class let's say Sikano, you from mom. FIFA say that you from mom. Relief fund beba. Your class let's say so relief fund beba. You for operational costs no and spending on them. Now relief fund beba you from balance. FIFA also insists that there's someone and one among you. So FIFA say sadia you come. And that's a very good
that you need to communicate
to your class. So asamu moka yako push but empenyin for say they all say ya ne nti mun kama kuma nto mu. What we will do is to put pressure on FIFA say okay sadia ne relief fund mo nya ne nta mo pe kwa mo ne nya operation cost because e just create ne format. Communicate with people, just communicate.
I get a point. Osubempa Ayala, I get a point. But you have other assignments to do. So thank you very much for passing through. Thank you very much for passing through.
We will have to next week Monday.
And they said
yes, every day I'll be on this platform. I feel so mabakra, Mr. Obi on him will be on him. No time.
One friend Coco said, the GFA never admired that. I think he wanted to use admitted.
Okay.
That the relief fund is for members. He's typing or the bar. But obviously, Palmer ATUT.
Fantastic. I'm on channel. Double P for P. Yes, I'm in town. Obi out in the BI. Fonso. No coma. Fonso.
Okay. Ayala, thank you very much. Mama, let me get your message right there. You see the city. And the maestro, but since I make a side here, Elvis Herman Hesse and Atrasi. In fact, Elvis is the National Chapters Committee. That's the chairman, the whole Ghana chapters in House of Folk. Chairman. It's a big position by all standards. In fact, and one of the issues are the fact that Kodoko supporters say question the reason why you form the current board now. Supporters no any representatives also and as a representation also, but in the case of House of Folk now clear say has the National Chapters Committee chairman you are a member of the board, and as we speak now I am talking to him in his capacity as a board member of the club and also the chairman of the National Chapters Committee. And the message be over to me say it's all about Accra House of Folk National Chairman. Elvis Akwaba.
Could you make you so?
Bibi aboko de.
You know my feel and I think
ya bo pudi pu ha.
Ah, my bomodi and I metimi aba besram.
That's right. Okay. Now, my main chance say currently near what to say House of Folk. You say answer na league ebe stop na mo ba but na say mo mid table ho ba bi na e be support performance there up and down na e be the way na supporters na person no natural sa boy komo kakra so far no enema to say o club no say the team no break and all that.
Yo, Mosho me that say na mami nchia with you nyina, especially a crowd of folk supporters or more team na no pay me chia mo nyina. Mosho, I think just as you said, now your mid table time and a league in Kosovo. To some of us now we feel we didn't start the league very well.
Yeah.
But at a point to me additions be anase augmented squad no. The kind of performance and the new boys never can Eddie Baye, other players so complemented their effort. So we're getting better, and all of a sudden, the league, so because of coronavirus in TNT to us. TDC be idea said Abemanyame, say Bani say to us. I think South of Folk is ready, and we are ready to compete.
Okay. Enti next say so far no dey obeka say enema ekoyi, but the way that team no ekono minimum target na mo set this particular season here chance here no. I remember I interviewed Dr. Nyahota Makulu e ma de kan bibi say House of Folk wants to win the league. Na mo target at the saying, I mean from the beginning of the season up to the time I win. What did you want to achieve as a club? Because you say one of the biggest issue I have and it's the supporters want to see the league trophy because in 10 years we show it.
No, if you are a director of the club and I say be a NCC chairman, and even if you are a supporter of the club, your target every year is to win the league. Because at the end of the day, House of Folk remains a big club in the country, and apart from Yeni Kotoko, any other few clubs, there is no way you bet me league as here you will not count House of Folk as a favorite. If you are a director, only option than say at the beginning of every year you think of winning the league.
Okay,
that is where we belong. Say we a director, we a supporter. Now if you say we need 5 years, we need 10 years to develop no, you can do that with the smaller teams.
Yeah,
but with a big team like House of Folk, which needs to compete actively every year, both in Ghana and in Africa, your target is to win the league. It is not as if we are putting pressure on anybody, but as a director and other directors, we say, we need that.
Okay, we have some folk supporter now. He's a board member. Or question be episode the manner. Ubit me Eddie about we are live on Facebook. Ubit me the comment so to one more. Elvis Herman Hesse and I mean and commotion issues concerning Accra House of Folk. Now, indeed, that's the target. Say ubit me. I will say league and with me left it trophy for the first time in 10 years. But what has been the contribution of say ever since you started say okay. Say you're trouble man, so you're chairman of the national chapters, you are a board member. Some board how well Namutimi represented the interests of the supporters on the board. For example, who say experience on the board, and it is saying.
So far,
in terms of carrying the supporters' concerns to the board.
Oh, so far so good, but the difference is it is different from taking what the supporters are saying to the board, and it is different from the board accepting it.
Okay,
because if you have a 9-member board or 10-member board, now I'm representing supporters on the board.
Okay,
whatever the supporters want, whatever they feel say was the board members will tell you. So I've been one of the most active members on the board since I joined. I've been very vocal, trying to make sure say the supporters in Ekano. And then I'm the back board. So, but as a board too, we take decisions collectively. It is up to the board to accept it and say, okay, this is the direction, or this is what the NCC chairman is saying on behalf of supporters, and for that matter, no, almost accept it. Let me give you an example. Phobia for life. It's a policy club no enroll before I became
Phobia for life.
Yeah.
But a
policy club ni start here before I may say maybe NCC chairman.
Yeah.
Now, me assume your office. One of the things I noticed, ni say, phobia for life, club, edgy contributions, kakra free supporters, so. But at a point, it was not effective.
FM.
And one of the things I may identify and say it is because the club is not too close to the supporters.
Club is close to the supporters.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly. Even the gap between the NCC and the ordinary supporter and the crowd, so it's a problem. That is why in here now me know kasi your chapters need to break it down. Okay. And all these things you need money to do it. Okay. Into me dream when I'm facing no. This is a policy, and then we have a bylaw which also compels our supporters to pay dues.
Okay.
All the regional RCCs to pay affiliation fee to the NCC at the beginning of the year. They've stopped paying. And
but answer now, that statement, the club is not close to the supporters.
Yeah.
I said you're saying.
Yeah, when I say the club is not close to, even the phobia for life is an example where you see a few supporters, quickly now they embraced it. They started contributing. Then it got to a time the club was not giving them information. Me and will be afraid. Now, chairman phobia for life, no, these are things I feel that the club should constantly communicate. What the supporters, you understand? You need to contribute. You need to talk to them. Oh, Sisi Ayajisi, Sisi Asena, Eko, Yedi Ebi Ayabo NCC chairman amanye says can it say Yedi mobilization, but that communication is not going on. And some supporters even feel says can it me and they call me to ask me.
But that one was a project now at the board level.
Yes, at the board level.
Phobia for life, not it's a policy and not a fifth board.
Eba.
Okay, until now, I don't know what was it. And because that said the club close to the supporters, because if there's you guys should succeed in now, I would say supporters, very close. No more say the more.
Exactly.
If you have identified, say. Sanity there. Now she said there's a big problem.
Yeah, because you see, as we speak now, supporters contribute again to the phobia for life. So what do you think about it? It means the club is not close to them. One of the ways we can get close to the supporters is to go to them now, because now the supporters, most of them are not coming. One of the reasons they give is that the club is not performing. We've not won trophies in the last 5-10 years. Abroche clubs, sometimes if they don't win trophies for 10 years, you still see the fans.
Okay.
But I know, especially clubs like Kotoko and Atofuk and Tisa Abroche. So to me, until we get closer to the supporters, and then it will demand a lot of resources. It will demand the approval of the board. I will say you getting involved. If we feel that we can run the club without supporters, it be very difficult.
But for example, phobia for life,
yeah.
Now, I read the entire supporters started some more complaining because I said supporters now say they were contributing something
exactly
in return for something
exactly.
Okay, so but now I say supporters in a from the club and from the
to me,
is that the case?
I think so. I support that idea because the club is supposed to inform them.
Yeah,
you understand me? Say, because as I speak now, I'm raising the issue now not because I've not raised it at the board level or any other level, but I'm raising it now because and you support a BN met me a phone a friend, and those who call me to ask me of phobia for life means musica.
Okay,
you get the point. So what I'm saying is a club needs to have a responsibility to the supporters, because if you say as of folk supporters and contribute to anything, now the policy you get it.
Yeah.
Now contribute to the policy, you are also obliged to tell them. Say this month and now in the last 6 months, you have 10,000. Say you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Currently, as I speak to you now, NCC the bottom and running face.
Okay,
you get me. So this was one of the suggestions I made me take it to the board, thinking say the board would liaise or management will liaise with the NCC. Nanka ya back into some form of memorandum of understanding. You understand? Say, Sikana are together because dues my. So let's find a better way, a short code. Let's find so many ways in order for us to get closer to the supporters, for them to contribute to the club. And once they contribute, I will say NCC should be in a position to know, say how much is contributed, what is coming to the NCC to do their projects. If not, NCC will not be relevant because it takes a lot of money to mobilize supporters.
Okay, you remember supporters mobilization? Any how you get the supporters to come on board exactly. as wow, we chairman, no, because that gap here will say that he said supporters didn't close, you know. Me sure say a duty as a chairman and non executive to make sure say the supporters come close to the team.
Exactly.
Now, I see a gap be so far as Hasselhoek air concerned, and gap na me who know from time I Hasselhoek air transition from the old way and that structures in it here no to this time I flew 2 shares, you know. Imagine say after share flotation, you know, people saw the club say. Yeah, team in a movie. That's how I see it. So, okay, as a club, no can you will be there, and to be at and all that, and so ama abia supporters no enthusiasm and na omude edit team nechi no any hobium. Do you share the same opinion?
No, that is the honest truth. You see, we need to be very truthful to our supporters. They are okay. I think ever since after the share flotation, then I was also a young man, very active. Some supporters that was they think the club is being sold, but to me,
club, no?
Yeah, that is omono. But if you ask me, I don't think it was a Sankrophone. No. Yeah, so you're taking a position either as directors or as a club. Say they are not part of us. We need everybody on board in order for us to succeed. So to me, so it was our perception. I feel say it is the duty of we the directors or the board, okay, to bring them closer, to let them understand. Say, that is not the case. You understand? Yeah. But when we allow things to remain like this, and then NCC more because there are some people when you appeal to them, okay, to come and support the club, or there are some people when you appeal to them to get closer to the club, they don't come because of these perceptions. And every number in football counts. We need everybody on board. So me, I don't have personal issues with anybody. And yet I look at the issues, and just as you said, it is true. Say there are not nipakitu omodoso. Those who have that perception also doso.
Say a team now.
They are there,
so they don't feel part of it.
Exactly.
Okay, but as a chairman of the National Chapters Committee, you know, what do you say? How do we bridge the gap? Those who think say, oh, team Ukraine, dear, we are told team a certain individual in the ABI contribution and because and this thing and yet the ordinary supporter maybe penny na hitherto no more contribute financially to the club and they say because they also feel say team no will be responsibility ya ton movie as the National Chapters Committee chairman I don't know what the what you say you bet me a bridge gap no ama everybody will come on board.
Me imagine say the directors and I said the board should appeal to them because that situation goes beyond the NCC and I'll tell you why. When the NCC tries to appeal to those people, sometimes they feel say you are also coming from a certain direction. Or they are also support to Sanko so they don't even listen. But when the board appeals to them, then they will know say no, at least where the appeal is coming from, no, there is that, you understand. The board rather should appeal to them, not the NCC. They will feel say you understand. And when the board appeals to them, they will be more comfortable. They will feel say no, they are also recognized. Let me see, everybody is important in Autofolk. Don't look at the personality. If officer say let's bring that person, let's listen to him. We can leave it.
Okay. Now, this is our last question on the Phobia for Life. So that Phobia for Life initiative, because I remember very well said the last time MD Eba here interview studio he spoke so well about the that Phobia for Life, as if say and no ever solve problems, to mobilize the supporters so that we can contribute to financially because said now there was Skabia no Mutuano, Skabia now so it has. Are you saying that it failed?
Yeah, exactly, because as we speak now, in the last 5 months, to my knowledge, Support ABN contributed to Phobia for Life. Wow. And one of the reasons is that they are not getting feedbacks. You get it. And now NCC too should be highly involved in the Phobia for Life project, because you see, when you are appealing to supporters, it is the duty of NCC. We mobilize supporters. It includes financially, okay, and everything. So if you are appealing to supporters to contribute financially, and the NCC is not highly involved, not a failure. even some people, like I told you, feel say SAS cannot cry heading about to the NCC direct. So that was why I was suggesting, say, look, we need to merge it. I was say a collaboration between the club and what and the NCC.
Yeah.
Because already we have a mandate to what to take you can say dues, any affiliation fee from supporters. So if we are taking and the club is also taking, at the end of the day, some people will not even know, or some people cannot even contribute to us.
FM.
Yeah, you understand me. So I thought, say no, there is no need for us to take once the club is also taking. But yeah, or the mandate. You were the legal mandate to take dues. You were the legal mandate to take affiliation fee from our supporters.
Dues and affiliation fee from supporters.
It is a legal mandate.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
But so, this laudable initiative, no, I feel it. It's not working.
It's not working. Not that I feel. I believe so. We can bring it back. But my appeal is say those that are listening to me, should take it in good faith. Now, it is not in the interest of NCC. Say the club should hand over Phobia for Life, or the club should collaborate with the NCC to do it together. It is in the interest of all of us. One of the things that Phobia for Life to me are Heart of Folk. Good data of the number of supporters we have. Not only what we have, but those who really contribute. Because Obi Owa maybe as a chairman crowd by our head, but the question is who may buy a crown or dues wait to your mommy. You understand me? You've not paid your dues to me, and dues is not maybe the bedding. And Phobia for Life, you have to hold them accountable. Exactly.
Okay. All right. My main kind message is in Abba Abwaje Mark or the Abba. Good morning, Moshoso. I'm listening to Elvis, and it seems the management or whoever is in charge of the Phobia for Life is not being fair to we the supporters. Until we get proper accountability of the Phobia for Life, I will never contribute towards it again. Watching you live inside Ashama and Zeno. So this is one supporter and sentimental while expressing it.
Now, Mosho, let me tell you,
you are not accountable. Mojis Kana, they don't see accountability.
You see, Mosho, let me tell you. You see, Yenina Yepe Club ni okay, but we need to be very truthful and honest to the supporters. Just recently, NCC ne company be echo into an agreement.
FM.
Okay.
Ama yetumi edi dues. And yes, your own form of Phobia for Life. But personally, I thought it was not necessary for us to have a short code, whilst the club also is having a different short code. You get it? Yes, and the conflict of interest and but unfortunately, when you take the Phobia for Life issue to the board, it is not accepted. You understand? Nobody is ready to hand it over to the NCC. And so I'm only putting it across because some supporters will not have the opportunity to talk to me, but they send me messages. I am making it clear, very far. Said nobody should call me to ask me of Phobia for Life. I am very, very, very sad because the way some people test me and calls me about this Phobia for Life, say but nobody should ask me of Phobia for Life.
It is not NCC's initiative.
No. I don't even know as we speak now. Name how much. You understand? So nobody should do that at all.
The problem, the money, is cannot have mamon chain.
No, not at all.
Okay, now you move forward. Quite best now. We first mobilize our supporters to bring them on board in terms of the support base. How are you able to mobilize the supporters? Because I know because I'm afraid. Me interview something crop up. Say apart from say yet chapters, and everybody be moye. Say me chapter or takwa. And I am a chapter Elbrikuma. Ama supporter Bianco. How does he become a member of the supporters? Is that the only way in terms of mobilizing and getting people to come on board as Hasvok supporters?
Mosho, your duty and Kasano. One to mobilize supporters, and when they primary duty. But mobilizing of supporters include a lot of factors. One of the factors it is like an association, just like the GFA. So we mobilizing supporters, we had structures.
Yeah.
And one of the structures now you're putting in place the chapter concepts. Because we realize mobilize supporters generally, sir. So you need to bring that division. And it's our chapters concept in here then.
Yeah.
Okay, and only a basic mandate or primary mandate. Now after inaugurating chapters, and that's when we're inaugurating chapters here, there was a chapters contribute to either dues or whatever financially to the club, to the NCC. Out of it, the NCC pays a percentage to the club. a legal mandate.
Okay.
You understand? Now, some of the things as Askano and Katitino no mudi yeno. I am mobilization. Na great and House of Full supporters at our stadium pano. Okay. One, transportation. Putting transport advantage points. For instance, and now me look as a man for the Brema Stadium, especially in Accra. And I will tell you one of the reasons, because people have relocated a lot.
Okay.
Me papa not you, so I not so me Semo Stadium and ne Otibrikusu. Okay. Who person me papa be help Accra Sports Stadium? This is me private car na kwakofa naba. And yes, sir, we need to make vehicles available. Say Legona. Now the vehicle sebiu edi omobeba na omupon na say den na edi omako at a special cost. You cannot do all these things without money.
Yeah.
And you cannot also use your pocket money to do it all the time, because they do baby no wow bebre. You get it. So me, the challenge I'm throwing to supporters and say our focus now as supporters is to support the NCC to be very strong. And one of the ways a bit me support to the NCC to be very strong is for us to accept the new things are yediba on board.
Okay.
One of the new things is very soon we will release our short code.
Okay. Yeah, you have a new things in what's it is so now baby obia or person or young member of House of Full and a recognized supporter no. I just say okay, join a chapter.
Exactly.
Currently the sanity.
Yeah.
Can't we diversify it?
No, we are also working on it. We are looking at the social media ones, because now as we speak, chapters need we cannot solely rely on it.
FM.
For now, most of our supporters are very vibrant on social media, especially on WhatsApp, Instagram, any other places. So we are trying to also, unfortunately, amend a laws to include the social media, because your laws now you use to see acknowledge or any the social media ones, because when it was done those years, no social media and vibrant.
Okay.
So I am very soon the NCC is going to form a committee to amend the laws to include social media.
I'm with me. I can say social media groups
should also contribute
as members of the chapters.
Exactly. It's one of the things we are looking at. So the amendment committee, so that either we will include them, because that is where we also get bulk of our supporters now. Because we call for chapter meetings and they don't come, because the information you are going to give to them at the chapter meetings it's already on social media. In the day now about you, but it's in the chairman you will see the numbers.
Yeah.
And as a chairman Dental chapter 172 you will see the number. But
I need to social media disseminate information.
Exactly.
All right. Exactly. A few of the messages now Abano. Now your friend Michael John Ame Nuwebo and I said no okay, my money didn't hear because they will be Michael John Ame Nowegbe. Okay, so that's correct. Please tell him I have a perfect plan to help the supporters of Accra folk to redeem majority of the shares from Togui. Please let him call me on, but I'm really serious about this. But that is not the issue right now, Michael, unfortunately. Okay, Richard Quay was it PR7 is in town a year. Okay, obi the message by say my main kind starting for the message crunch on that because that depend the message be by na obisa about PR7, but I don't know whether you are in a position to address Sayina. But
FM.
I say Richard Quay, I say big gap between board and management and supporters. This is our problem, the board and management. Because I remember answer questions on the board and the management, the current. Or say, if I'm a Papa call Mieza Yankee, you take our monies without accountability. He's a board member. We need answers, not lamentations like those not at the helm of affairs. And I'll do it, Abba, or say, no. And then, okay, my kind phobia for life, at the amount. Or say, please ask him for me about the rumors that PR7 is in town, and if so, is management ready to bring him back to the club? I'm watching live from Cape Coast. Okay, thank you very much. Please ask him about assistant coach for me, a friend of Benji from New York. And he said, please, how many people do we have on the board, and how many are active? And also questioner Webisa, I don't know. And he board members me saying.
Currently, I think we are 9.
We are 9.
Yeah.
How many people are active? Move board meeting. Biaba. Benjamin Bisa supporters ni Bisa.
Oh, as for board meeting, they say you be an Benjamin Raba. Send me cry sometimes me
okay.
And so you cannot fault anybody because who will be here now officer won't me inquire. You know we are all me and they only time and our baby at.
Okay. Now PR7 now Bisa na 7 no so
PR7 normally ana players in some no say you supporters are only very close enemy. So coach recommend the player. Me family NGG and some too much.
Okay.
PR7 me ba onni me fie nyina onni me bia me ti nyina me ba. So coach see up PR7. Na say CEO ne fi say obeboa ya. I think say it is at the level of management. It's a boy I like so much, but me push players in no.
Okay. Jerry Kweku Ansa our tema was going to show some of us in Tema are ready to help, but it seems there are too many factions in the WhatsApp group. Jerry Ansa and also Eddie way. But Jerry, good morning to you. Congratulations. Also, Mate say wife Awo Nti Mimao. Congratulations to you and your wife Felix. Now, Mami Embra. So you were talking about short code B. Yeah. Any what is it about the short code initiatives by now? If the phobia for life what about the NCC? What are you doing?
No, exactly. You see, like I said earlier, no NCC I said yeah. Okay, say yebe contributions from our members.
Yeah.
And I can't begin. Say time I take you over no. Na club na start a project like that. So instead of starting a new project, now I was trying to merge with the club, but no one successful. So what we are going to do now is say if you are a supporter now team now, very soon it is also your duty for you to contribute, which is legal. We are very soon going to set the parameters, how you can contribute, what you can do at what time, who contribute to the kind of saying the advantages a room, any disadvantages a room. The best set parameters in your area. If you don't contribute, the NCC don't hold you any obligation.
Okay.
Because it is through your contribution and a promises are meme ye no and the bebo ama ya de ye di aye.
Okay.
Okay. Exactly.
Okay. And the initiative what the ba.
Yeah.
Na supporters no patronize ya.
Yeah.
You need to tell them why they must contribute. What do you want to achieve? In tia ofo say what the short code bar I will say supporter no it me ever on board.
Oh, there are so many things we use those contributions to do. There are so many things. One, you who the chairman ankasana wabano. So what do you vision nearby?
Yeah.
Me for instance, me say me pese before me free sono. Na NCC no. Na mamu menyo mo independent office. Now the question is na me no kasi me am to current office. But when I'm no more, it belongs to me.
Yeah.
You can't take it.
Okay.
So to me alone, we all contribute and then we get it. So that when I'm not there or when the current NCC is not there,
but you rent it for them. You rent it and give it out.
Yeah, but you cannot rent it for a longer duration.
Okay.
Because for the time, exactly. Maybe not even for the time. But if I'm spending 4 years, I can rent it for 5 years.
Okay.
Or 6 years. Because even the owners will not even give it to you for so many years like that. So if you rent it for 6 years, now me spending 4 years or 5 years, now say me kwa. Maybe I've paid with my personal money, but nipa now no be take you over from me, no. Say sebi we nyebi, and I'm no, I'm na the unsustainable. But when we all do it through our contributions, now you say there is a source of cash be a idea then another thing also we can do with the contributions and the emotion it's a lot. Look, it will help us to revive the chapters, both the ones on social media and the physical ones.
Okay. But one of the things to say abe issue apart from the trophy now it be a club no winning and okay and probably brave I mean say anytime I raise the issue me call your Commodore Mensa interview the last time I buy me and I dwell so much on the side about the fact that a club like Hasselhoff for almost 10 years in here I want to me and winning even the Ghana Premier League and along the way Adriana, Chelsea, as good Munina Befa winning including FA Cup even within that period Edubiase Crumple winning FA Cup for Africa and it's difficult to understand now you be anyway but apart from has in winning trophy what do you think is the reason why I'm a supporters no mubo matcha omuntimi mat the way ana obana no.
Mo show mentality.
Mentality.
Yeah, mentality. The answer is mentality.
Why mentality?
Initially, no, I tried this thing with the current NCC. We tried it and realized a very deep mentality. It will take time. One of the mentality in a woman is the faction issue.
The faction.
Yeah, there are some people they don't even come and watch at all because believe in say club no. You see, so to change the mentality of somebody like that, you know, Mosho thing.
Yeah.
And you see, the club also not winning trophies is also another thing affecting Crawford mentally. In Emma NCC, Nejuma cry more.
Mentality, no. I want you to. What mentality nature is saying? They don't have a good perception about the club, and as saying.
A lot, but one basic one I made my interviews and Crawford catch them and he say, as of okay, club are they expect trophies. So once the club is not winning, they are not following the club.
Oh, okay.
You see them mentality. But I'm saying only a Brunei or support to Chelsea. So no, because just whether Chelsea wins or not. Or stadium. And you see their stadiums always fill to capacity. But I say no, the mentality no, entisa. Oh no, now see my friend. Why? Maybe brother penny, maybe me a penny. I mean, you know, see soon. You know, no, so you're phobia.
Yeah.
Oh no, we just stadium, but me and my own blood brother. We jive, but maybe sana. Or see now you see at the same winning. So winning trophies is something that se support a big car. My man ebunfuno. Whether you are an ordinary supporter, you are a sympathizer. That's why we are not winning trophies, and nobody should insult that person. Or every right to ask why we are not winning trophies.
Okay, so. But there are people who believe say the first say Marco with this current structure, this board and this MD thing. Make MD thing. I mean, once the work is not used to say for board. Now you have a managing director. They say my practice in the bear for the past several years, about 10 years. Yeah. For board chairman. Now you apply no be a managing director. And there are people who believe so with this structure. A bed they say has been winning trophy.
Yeah, there are people with that mentality.
What about you? What do you saying?
Me imagine there too. Me imagine the Obisamia too. It is either we supporters accept to live with what it is today. Yes, it is true. But you see, the entire makers in imagine two things. Either we will focus and support the current system, or if we think say any year. Then we should find an alternative. One of the alternatives they say shares may flow through here, and maybe I ain't required to be. The reason somebody abani say at that time, no, the club was not in a good situation, or the club was not, well grounded at that time. Some people even said, look, at that time, how many people knows about shares in football? So people didn't purchase the shares because the education didn't go down well, and then the club was also not in a very good position. So if we cannot support the current system, then the alternative we have, then we must contribute also in a special way in terms of coming together as supporters. Okay, and Nana Kwame said something I think yesterday. It's one of the brilliant ideas I also share with their chairman Christopher Damenya.
Okay,
so the two we supporters must decide. Maybe NCC ne be decide am supporters, because sometimes you take a decision and some supporters more cry na do abano e will say only the omo no they feel say decision we are taking in here, but you are there to take decisions for them.
Okay,
so to me there are two. Either we will accept and follow the current thing and accept to say this is how House of Folk is today. If we don't win trophies today, sanabe, it is not Obia doing, or we also contribute in a special way. You be flow to shares you be together as supporters. If 20%, if 30%, then we can say House of Folk supporters what Ghana any approaching 30% or 20% shares.
Okay,
yeah.
But I said, we acquire one man show. Who Elvis, executives, because I said, Kobe Mooney, or vice in your friends saying, I won't go for no winning elections. I'm away. Elvis, is that a promise they gave you? Say, now we need chairman, we are on the do you get support from your executives?
Mosho Nukre, I get support from some of them, and majority of them. I must be very honest with you. And you I get support from some, but you see, elections no Korea, you will do after the elections. No what normal. I know even an executive idea after the election meeting maybe that. You understand? Ejuma na sacrificial. Nobody pays you for it.
Okay.
And the same way, so people ejuma so be na so onye so I want to mean share too much because you don't pay him. If you are not careful, it will bring conflict within us. Into what commitment now person dey no. Now dey aye. Say here the club no call bibia na yeko me buy away match back open ma miss you against Adriana Stars. Na me go. So sometimes how much na me card the bus yenim. How much 2-3 am na ye back kra. Ebi I will support and one ko bi wada. So we see chairman in here. Okay, Ebenezer Ni Ama or a Greater Accra manager of Ensia Insurance. He's a die-hard supporter of Accra Azufuk. Was say oh, my NCC chairman, please ask him about the NCC office. And then so I can't watch him. But he wants you to talk about your campaign promises. The promises you gave and emu ahia with me are fulfilled as the National Chapters Committee chairman. Was say I support every social media amendment suggestion, like the Kotoko Circle numbers will gallop or triple. We Uncle Joseph messenger or the Abba any. So Mr. Elvis, he and the NCC should do more in the area of mobilization. They should unite all the organs of the club. We should tell Elvis we are supporting them, but it seems he is complaining like me who do not have access to the board and management from Williams. And I did we so Abba El Hanum. Now, was it good morning, Mushu? I have a problem with Elvis. They will come to radio and talk so well, but I simply don't see what they are doing. Moreover, if the structures are indeed working in house power, Mr. Elijah Kambi wouldn't have been involved in these allegations in any way. It's Elijah the MD to deal with the transfer of the club. The NCC should be up and doing from Yaya Awal and or deal with me. Use what in the message I see. Now, Mosho, can you please ask Elvis this simple question: who owns Accra Hasufuk? But who owns Accra Hasufuk? Support. We are the leader of the supporter. Do you know who owns the club? Who owns Accra Hasufuk? I me miss out this simple question, man. Oh, ownership of the club, no, per the new regulations, no. Based on the arrangement of the share flotation.
Okay.
That is one thing supporters must know.
Okay.
So currently, no, based on the share flotation, no, SAS and what the maximum shares.
Okay.
SAS as a company. And what the maximum shares. Yeah. So
and that company is owned by
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. But you say what Nadia so I say your campaign promises.
Yeah, one of the campaign promises in the major one Ankasa na Makan was enemy's office no.
Okay.
The akani nyina no enye major.
Okay.
I think so the office in the major, but most of the other ones need about mobilization. For instance, forming chapters or forming trying to bring tertiary institutions together, which we've started. A group of tertiary students are starting at Minio Makasa enye COVID now. We had wanted to here in UST. It's part of the campaign promises.
Because I okay, Kotoko say,
yeah.
Say you can see say tertiary forum.
Yeah.
I continental forum. UST.
Yeah.
No go no muchijama has mo bobo ye.
So we used to have
only tertiary chapters.
So we used to have them.
No,
yeah. So see the affair also about
only tertiary chapters.
When we started the chapter concept,
yeah.
When we started it was the most active answer Kotoko circles no so but at a point, like I told you, because we are not winning trophies, and those who said I'm lamenting, I am also a supporter like them. So they should take the board issue out. You understand? As for the board media, I told them, I'm there. It doesn't mean say when I'm on the board I cannot also lament, and it doesn't also mean say when I'm on the board it means say me bar no mabeka be positive, and it doesn't also mean say when I'm on the board it means the problems that they are crying for it's solved. If I am not on the board, I don't lose anything. Me, my priority itself is to be with them. Okay,
be with them.
As in, let's work together.
Okay,
as supporters.
Okay.
As for the board, need the mandate be say NCC chairman. And I remember my advice to Kotoko chairman yesterday. Say, look, if you are not on the board of Kotoko, don't be worried, because it will even help you to function more and to be truthful to your supporters. But when you are on the board, there are issues I cannot sit here and say. I don't know if you get me. Exactly.
And you might be cost your board
because I've sworn an oath to keep some issues secret. You understand me? So there are issues, but when you are not on the board, at least you would even have your free will to work. So if today I'm not on the board of House of Folk, I don't lose anything. I don't gain anything.
One issue, so Martin say we a supporters rep on the board. They say we a board member. Yeah. when you carry the supporters' concerns on the border, you say, "Oh, yeah, a rebel leader be within the board." Is that the case?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, a rebel be within the board because they be out bar and trying to oppose what decision be about no take. Is that a challenge?
You see, Mosho, the issue is that directors na obi also a supporter. But unfortunately, some directors forget some also your supporters. You get, and that is where when you carry issues of supporters to the board, some people oppose you because they feel that they were supporters before they became board members. Every board member is also a supporter like me. So everything I channel through supporters to the board, it is like channeling your own concerns. Because we are board member, not say club me we need anything. You are also dying slowly because just as ordinary supporter, but who they don't make ordinary supporter they no beka. It is a banner se can say board ne oppose. That issue of you are seen as you are opposing everything. It shouldn't stop you from saying what you want to say, and it has never stopped me. Say me didn't ye foul and foul. I will continue to say it. Okay, that one day doesn't stop me.
All right, I wish you for a Semper 94.7. Said the lawyer ask when the press conference never cost end. The press conference now by the Ministry of Youth and Sports on the COVID-19 and saying that here minister's press briefing now details of easing of restrictions for sports and a minister no at the airba. But let me take this opportunity. Men can messages kakra now fi men call a quick break emra. Now I say Mosho your family Papa Kwao Mieza Yankee, can he tell us if the board and team has identified why we are sinking and not winning trophies? And also anyway Abba Bernard Kwanzaa, I say please ask him what is the NCC doing to get the chapters working, because I know many are not functioning, but when it gets to NCC elections they come out voting. Bernard Kwanzaa Pokuase and Odiwe free Ebaye Erasmus Sonny please ask whether it is true that Elvis said has player salary should be reduced because of the pandemic. I am Sonny from Agbogba and Odiwe Baye Tiwasha, so I will say yenti players in the salary. Please, my name is Mutala Muhammad. Please tell Elvis that another way to interact with the fans can be via Zoom. I am watching you live from Saudi Arabia. #phobia for life. And also Edenidia Abba I say Habib Taki, good morning Mosho. Please tell him that talk and fighting with each other, they should sit down and think about the way forward for the club. And also also we are tired of the very soon chairman, we need it now. Also there is a greater disunity in the supporters front and they need to unite from the NCC, the new NCC and the old NCC executives and the likes. We have to all wake up and unite and fight for the common agenda, else the division will never help us. Good morning. And Godwin Gorgeousbeck so Abano. And now Esiama, the board should buy quality players that will cause the club to win, and supporters will patronize all their activities. Talking about players and now saying Nipa be free say the quality of friend saying players hasn't been competing in terms of buying the top quality players in Ghana. What do you saying? I'm talking about first now player be back top in Ghana has for it me pricing away from other competitors. I'm not forcing and saying and this I know counting among to me we need trophies now. Is that the case?
Mosho, I think the is known for buying quality players. That's one of the fact all over for in the past now we are noted for. But a big argument is of late with the quality in the bar, they don't live up to expectation. My personal opinion is I feel we should invest more into our academy system or the youth system, but once in a while we should be able to buy 2 or 3 quality players from other clubs and also account and make it a very big club.
Yeah.
Okay, but when you are a big club you should be able to purchase. I agree with people who say we don't buy quality. As in, we buy sometimes, but some also comes and they don't live up to expectations. So it's an issue that needs more discussion.
This of late, my notice.
Okay.
Say a big transfer window. You've bought a lot of foreign-based players from Niger, from Ivory Coast. I think from Nigeria. I'm the BF in Nigeria.
Okay.
Why? Much that, and I'm players from within Ghana, and I'm quality players, because at least you sit on the board, so you may be able to give us some information. You are buying a lot of foreign-based players. We focus, and they said, in fact, matter of 5 foreign-based players in this transfer window. Is that the new policy of the club? So you are looking outside Ghana now?
Oh, I have not seen any policy so far. I see we should look outside Ghana. Me say coach. Because I know most of the players we are talking about now, many team need train here.
Yeah.
So probably the coach enjoyed their play, feel some way good, and or recommend here. You should also know, like I said earlier, all the time I'm used to attend the board meetings. So as to say a policy decision, I can tell you it's not a policy decision.
Okay, but are you excited about the players now? But 5 foreign-based players. Addition, no. How does it help the cause of Hasselfolk? Your quality players, and as a players be more.
Amongst all the foreign players, no, I think Eric Dizan. Yeah, Michelle, training grounds is fantastic. Yeah, I can say that it's very, very fantastic. So I cannot talk. But if coach now a penny there, it's for the coach to answer. But if you ask me, the design boy say Bibia Kuyi man on say onya good concentration. I think say you add a lot to the team. Right. I've watched him personally, so I can talk about him. The rest I cannot talk about them.
All right. I'm sure for you go so you didn't come na your few management issues are menen obedi e hon komo e didn't come e dey afa emruma e didn't come e dey afa po bi man ho na plus some other issues are hoduma e o say menen Elvis etimi e cover so far as Hasselfolk e concern anam ya sempa 94.7 Prostafit capsules o say John Soboko and they aye kase no e o say utima won saka bi wate wo ye be ma aduru ai say wonom na ma utimi gina wona so prostate na e hawa dwene no odwonso a ema odwonso a wotia wota dwonso tentem odwonso a na mu apai mienu teni o say dribbling of urine during urination dribbling just odwonso a say dribble but asabe ewura obepede wa asabe de just want to Hasselfolk waba mo man Prostafit capsules ni bi no no why na otimi gina na so sa so ene wo Zipman capsules wo say obeti denne eno ni kind of panyan obeti denne eno no ene for men only sexual weakness ni nyina no etu ase e de amount and afi ye wo Solak Mr Asotwan we no e man mema de say wanya ndam yare no nya infection bia wo de men ko ba bia try Solak Mr ni bi na bo sampa e be boa pa Solak Mr wo say Asotwan na afi Alive soap wo say ade ba kwa hunya pa no e personal hygiene in this COVID-19 era ai wo mi na the hands over we show unsa regularly ho unsa da bia with soap Alive soap 20 seconds under running water and you are good to go. Soap can save your life, so use it. And our face, GD Power Male Vitality. A draw with there, a mema draw. Make a one sama, na me stressre, make a one sama, na me stressre, na me stressre. It's answer a draw no, mianka sami timidi one dance here, what ya see, enti GD Power Male Vitality in there. Mr. Wada, uye bema numbiwati, na be sampa, a draw no, and abano. A drone no one na wankasano utimu sampa aye honam no adwuma yie pa amwa sampa bibia ekoyi e de amount GD Power Male Vitality Mr. Wada wo ye bema numbi na eye scientifically tested onoma o sexual weakness in there eye number 1 kwa se bitu ase atimi e de amount wo ko bia to ndo bia bisa sa so na ye kan GD co capsules eno ye koko de so yem 30 ma ayanum GD co capsules na bo sampa ukoko na ama wuntimi transi da bia na moja eba Mr. Wada uja onaya wo ye bema eso ase de sebi wabu nsa no unya binum a ebeboa na tuni nyina ase atimi ede amaw woko ba bi etro ndru bi a wo benya bi ato na afi Gidima eno no for the treatment of malaria no say bibia edem kama so na mobile money interoperability no aba across aye the pa from MTN to Tigo, from Tigo to Vodafone na nyina no aye across kama pa amadawoma anopay yegusu edin komo tiwe Soccerbet. See your best bet for sports betting. Na Soccerbet see enka just say stay safe what na bibia ebekoso e dia ma.
I just won 1 million Ghana cedi with Soccerbet. I wasn't expecting this. From grass to grace, I was nobody, now I'm somebody now. I own a car, I own a house, and now I'm a manager myself. Indeed, it's a dream come true.
And you, what would you do if you were the next winner? With Soccerbet, enjoy a variety of virtual games and bet on your favorite sports. Enjoy amazing bonuses and payouts or by visiting any of our shops or at www.soccerbet.com. Reveal the winner inside you. Soccerbet, your best bet for sports betting.
Your number 1 radio station, Adum 106.3 FM. Achen Kraba Time. Say ye demu live e with DSTV any Go TV so every match busume nida etoso mensa anopa ma wotwe kono Adum FM ebe pop up e with DSTV and our Go TV program guide ubetime tie Adum FM program bia e with DSTV and our Go TV audio channels neso DSTV air channel 883 in a Go TV air channel 196 with DSTV so Adum FM e with premium compact plus family any access package neso in a Go TV Adum FM e with light value plus any max NTCC baby a wo we asia fa na nyina so with DSTV and a Go TV dia ubetumi tie Adum FM programs ahodo ni nyina channel song so DSTV air channel 883 in a Go TV air 196 ye demo live e with DSTV any Go TV so Adum FM talk.
Personal meto eating a 1x bet for me for one diablo cra mo odds no akakra kankwa udia na partners ne bomb options na ho yanu for ni nibi what bet na wie no utumi to insurance the peso say pa who say we bet na say ya utumi to ma company no intiko 1xbet.com na create account say sia.
Hey, I just call him up. Hey, do and let your wife say, yeah. Let me say, oh, we do for you. I know come for Prof at the mammy. And this is here, me Josa, me Mrekwabim, me Daswa, me Damaho, Joseph Sembia, Hame. Oh, now I find what the Prof think. Amba, a bupas, I want some way to one dance yabre. Prof, a bupapa, a bois, I'm a member prostate. And why the day, now my unquatentino. So, says, oh, bre, and son, what you saw, or be our Joshua, not a and I bank tinkety. Obi a Johnson pepi and I do them. Obi a Johnson tentem. The science and swing na chese. O prostate no how e yaba. Prof Solar Herbal Clinic and the Diabagaso in the Papa Fee no and our friend 0245 616 028. Prof a man numbi and a bema one in field work and so numbi. Prof don't so Sir a guardian cartoon. FDA Ashemo Aja to Musa A.
Akwenhyia wo esida ebetumi ye afidie akwenhyia ana ebetumi ye akomayare ana emdudui mpo nia wudi kanje no ehia pa se yade a wankasa wonya akwenhyia ana wohu akwenhyia a for 112 menya muaye intem afidie a wode fa ayarefo ani nya akomatoyem efise afidie a wode fa ayarefo bebro ahasa na abagana for 112 wonye a wapomodi mu ayedin nejiwu ani wabusiafo ani wadofo enkwa 112 nwa beba 112 nya hubambo menfre emre a wuyemwa esanse ebetumi ama obi a ohia emwa enkwa efre ninsa ye omamba pa.
I just won 1 million Ghana cedi with Soccerbet. I wasn't expecting this. From grass to grace, I was nobody, now I'm somebody now. I own a car, I own a house, and now I'm a manager myself. Indeed, it's a dream come true.
And you, what would you do if you were the next winner? With SoccerBet, enjoy a variety of virtual games and bet on your favorite sports. Enjoy amazing bonuses and payouts or by visiting any of our shops or at www.soccerbet.
Okay, you go for press conference quickly. Now, Honorable Isaac Kwame Asiama, Mamin Kasima Satekas, and Mefana, why? Maybe it's
than me. The media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Before I start my presentation, humbly, respectfully, may I ask all of you to be upstanding, to observe in silence in honor of one of our own, Mr. Goodwill Ajman, President, Powerlifting Federation, who passed on just this Monday. May his gentle soul rest in perfect peace. Thank you. Please seated. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the COVID-19 pandemic has affected, as you all know, all sport activities around the world. Globally, all national and international sports governing bodies have either suspended, cancelled, or restricted international competitions and games. And for the first time in the history of the Olympic Games, it's been postponed this time around not as a result of war, but as a result of this pandemic. So it's true. Under the circumstance, the government of Ghana had no option than to take a painful decision to suspend all sporting activities. This situation has brought untold hardships to sportsmen and women, team owners, club owners, sports specializing firms, and sports retail businessmen and women. Above all, the pandemic has caused immeasurable damage to the preparation of Ghanaian athletes who were preparing the various qualifiers for the Olympic Games with untold economic hardships. As a way to mitigate their plight, a collaboration between the Youth Employment Agency, YE, the National Sports Authority, NAC, the Ghana Olympic Committee, the National Paralympic Committee, the Ghana Football Association, and the Ministry of Youth and Sports for the institution of a stimulus package known as Youth in Elite Sports for Ghana, and it will be launched pretty soon. The program is to provide the needed mitigation stimulus to abate the economic impact on their preparations. Ladies and gentlemen, notwithstanding the negative effect of COVID on the global sporting programs, I am happy to announce that Ghana's preparation to host and organize the 2023 African Games is on course. So far, there hasn't been any indication of the postponement of the Games. Nonetheless, the 2023 African Games project team, led by my hard-working Deputy Minister, Perry Okudiato, are officially preparing for the events come 2023. As you are aware, sports continue to contribute to a wide range of social benefits, such as improvement in health, crime reduction, and the promotion of social and national integration. Sports also help individuals in tension management and the inculcation of desirable values such as honesty, perseverance, courage, and respect for law and order. In addition, know the core values inherent in sports are compatible with the principles necessary for development and for the maintenance of peace, such as fair play, cooperation, respect for opponents, teamwork, and acceptance of rules. The life skills earned through sports help empower individuals and enhance psychological well-being, such as self-esteem. In order to avail ourselves of the enormous benefits in sports, His Excellency the President of the Republic, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, on 31st May 2020, per his update number 10 of Phase 1 on easing restrictions, announced that individual and contact sports can go ahead with the appropriate social distancing and hygiene protocols. To begin with, what do we mean by individual non-contact sports? By definition, non-contact sports are those where participants should have no possible means of touching. In view of the nature of the COVID-19 pandemic, team sports generally do not qualify for exemption because of non-adherence to physical distancing. Accordingly, and in line with the presidential directive, restrictions on the following individual and non-contact Olympic sport activities are lifted with immediate effect. Athletics, generally, badminton, baseball and softball, chess, cricket, cycling, golf, gym, individual non-contact para sports, keep fit class, of course, in attendance should be 100, not exceeding 100. So pay in attendance for a keep fit club, don't exceed the number 100. Polo, powerlifting, Scrabble, shooting, snooker, swimming, table tennis, tennis, water sports, weightlifting. Note events like relays in athletics and doubles in badminton, table tennis and tennis are permitted. So emphasis. Note events like relays in athletics and doubles in badminton, table tennis and tennis are permitted. Only trainings are allowed in this category. Only trainings. So it's only training programs. No competitions and no events. So we don't expect supporters to be around. No caddies, that is bike carriers. For golfers, normally they have these caddies or bike carriers. Please, if you want to do it yourself on your own. Don't involve any other contact person. So there will be no caddies or bike carriers in the case of golf. Ladies and gentlemen, the use of restrictions and the guidelines are all measures to allow athletes to develop the necessary match fitness. They need to position themselves in readiness for competitions at the earliest opportunity when it is safe to do so. There is no restriction to mass gathering. Therefore, there will be no events or competitions until further notice. The restrictions on all other sporting disciplines are still in force. Specifically, the following sports disciplines are under restrictions. Arm wrestling. I've seen their president here. So it's still in force. So. Then basketball, beach soccer, beach volleyball, boxing. There is always a contact in boxing. Though it's an individual sport, there is always that contact in boxing. Fencing, football. Their president is here. The FA president is here. Football is affected. Judo, karate, kickboxing, netball, rugby, squash, taekwondo, volleyball, wrestling, that's traditional wrestling. These are the measures taken so far together with the National Sports Authority has been, and of course the Ministry of Local Government, has been a nationwide fumigation in all the stadia and the sporting facilities across the country. Offices, spectator sitting area, VIP lounge, among other areas have been fumigated. Additionally, the general COVID protocol will be applied to our 10 youth leadership training skill centers across the country. So all the protocols we observe there, and per the Minister of Education, what he said yesterday, all those protocols also apply to these skills training centers because we consider them as educational centers. We have final year students who have to come and write the exams. So all these centers have to observe the necessary protocols. Sorry. Enforcement. The National Sports Authority, in collaboration with the Ghana Health Service officials, shall take enforcement responsibilities. This means regulatory bodies for the different sectors, when necessary, will be assisted by security agencies to ensure that these decisions are enforced. There will be monitoring and evaluation by the NSC. Contingency arrangements. Should there be an unexpected outburst in infections within sports facility or unit, government has put health workers and security agencies in place, including the police, service, and armed forces on standby to coordinate a rapid response of human and logistical resources. If necessary, we have to cordon the place, we will do the cordoning. If we have to impose a curfew, we will do it. If we have to trace, test, and treat affected persons, we will do it accordingly. Finally, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to thank the general public for their understanding, patience, and support in navigating through this turbulent period. We believe that God on our side, this too shall pass. Ghana sports shall return to normalcy. Thank you and God bless you.
the minister for youth and sports and Martin can one check Boboswa. What I say? Boboswa. But I'm say maybe born seminar or kind so Eddie Achemo FR measures on put in place. But yes, Uncle back. Yankuti.
Still living with us. Wear your nose mask as it protects you and helps prevent spread.
Yes, a few things that we had to all pay attention to when it comes to COVID-19 and non-contact sports. He actually listed the sports that can go ahead and do all that they're expected to do.
Oh, okay. And a new question time now you sign a but National Sports Authority no I am very clear issues are all no more sports are a bit to me you bit me abo and the into me more and I said you bit to me I practice it at this moment and they into me and practicing no or the one sem atudwa amia hunti maishu say seven and minister no the atudwa amaye no already no na yenim de da say was say enforcement no National Sports Authority and in paying for hono and ebeye enti yeah enti na me say ebia question time beba na ebia
so mu be open forum no and so be question time and central for it mean eba no be but say we be one of the shortest briefings yenya all this while and issues kasi need the Ministry of Youth and Sports. I think say problem one contact sports ne non-contact sports. I would say utim be chichi me who say which type of sports ne be friend say non-contactor will be bit me practice so that be a encover problem and clearly we in some in chichi minister de my I think say what me elaborating the kama pa. The major problem is that affected in football no. The major one part what you say.
Mame I mean, you see, once a time issue no about up on maestro this COVID-19 any one more and all that, you know. Now, a seminal very simple, and it said, the ministry no, aka edia tuga, enti athletics, badminton, table tennis, your friend is saying, golf, power lifting, weight lifting. So and cycling, drought, parasports, individual non-contact parasports, rowing, canoeing, baseball, and softball, horse racing, squash. Nina no games are no at this moment you know ministry no assumption say we are practitioner of this particular sport with me I practice say the next year no and very simple your now you win sir now fi yahwe said the football dey enya dia unu say ebekoso now wakase preparation for the All Africa Games no 2023 ni nyina so no ayade a omuguso a omo ehwe se bibia so ebetumi akoye eho now the real issue no the enforcement now enforcement no so no minister no edit to just say omo task the National Sports Authority and I feel so no the health authorities in say they should make sure say bibia no kama I just say omo ebetumi ediso na bibia so akoyi in the football no there still baby ejina na ejina I just say yentumi enko yanim ehonum now already no there was an issue about up na quickly no yebetumi aye no there was an issue about up bebe na yanko back ni kuti
like Interlife, they said they wanted to start training with 5 players each, and then when they ease restriction, then they're allowed to have contact training and all that. Okay. So why is it that government did not allow them to do so? Is it they're unconvinced about the GFA's ability to do it?
Thank you. Okay, thank you. Minister, you may also want to broaden that to deal with the bigger picture of contact sports generally. Why are we not also dealing with contact sports? And just to provide a bit of information even before the answer comes in, there have been different layers of our stimulus exercises. There is the 600 from the coronavirus alleviation package fund plus 400 from the institutions that are administering, making 1 billion. There's another 3 billion from the banks that you recall the president mentioned, other bigger businesses. This one is for micro, small, medium scale enterprises, Then there's a bigger one. Then there's a third layer. The minister responsible for finance has been asked to put together the recovery and resilience plan. There are different layers. But your question is, why are they not included in the one for the micro, medium, small-scale enterprises? Okay, sir.
Benjamin, you can tell.
Hiding behind the spectacles and the mask. Ben, how are you?
Very good, sir.
Let's hear you, sir.
First question goes to the minister and the FA president. We've known for a while that they've been engaging on possibly getting a stimulus package also for the league in the wake of what has happened. How far along are those discussions, first of all, and how much exactly is being sought, and what's the ministry's position with regards to compliance on the money that will probably be handed out, if it will? And then to the NSA boss and also to the minister again. The Auditor General's report came out a while ago on the poor state of maintenance at our facilities, the stadia. He spoke about fumigation at those facilities. We want to know what sort of interaction has been done with the managers of those facilities, and what would the nature of this fumigation exercise be, if there's probably a budget behind it, if we could know that as well.
Thank you. Thank you, man. Yes, sir.
My name is Daniel Harik, it's Media Journal TV3. I want to ask the minister, when we talk about contact sport, I know football is a contact sport, but I believe that...
Can you speak up, please?
When it comes to contact sports, I believe that football is a contact sport. But when it comes to tennis, there are two people playing. Are they going to get tested? Are you going to test those tennis players? Especially when they play a ball, there will be a ball boy who will pick up the ball back to the tennis players. Are they all going to get tested before they start their training?
As in the players and the ball boys? Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. Minister, you may even want to extend that to, let's say, golfers and their caddies and other things. So, Minister, please join me with the first set of answers for this first three. And then colleagues will come for a second batch.
Thank you, Honorable Minister for Information. On the issue of the stimulus package, I've had several meetings with the federation heads over this very important issue that will cushion all the federations. President of the Republic convened a meeting of all its ministers to look at the impact on each sector. As a minister for sports, youth and sports, I presented the impact on my sector. So in addressing this issue, you need to look at sector-specific needs and requirements, which is critical. Sector-specific needs and requirements. I've had a discussion with the FA president. For example, if you ask this one of our accounts to go for a soft loan of about 1.2%, can they pay back the loans? It's an issue, we are resolving it. So we look at the larger picture. The major concern now is about our athletes in general, including footballers, our athletes in general. How do you support them? Those in the Premiership, Third Division, how do you support them? And that is why I made mention of the fact that there is an ongoing project between the YEA over the years has been supporting young people. And there's engaging young people, giving them some allowances. So that's the package very soon we're going to go out to support our athletes in general, so that they'll be cushioned, because they are the hardest hit. Our athletes, footballers, runners, and all of them. So they are the hardest hit. So how do we find some support for them so that they can survive and, of course, enjoy the games that they are involved in? So that is the challenge. Look at your sector-specific requirements and address it. That's exactly what we are doing. And very soon, that package will come on board. Then the FA, let me be honest with you, they have the capacity to overcome this COVID challenge. They have the capacity, and we have every confidence in the capacity of this FA president. We have had several engagements on the way forward of our football, the way forward, several engagements. Our charge or directed the NSA boss to look at even playing it on an empty stadium across the country. The figure he quoted was a huge challenge, because it's not only about going to play, putting in place and observing all these precautionary measures. How do you get the players maybe at a hotel? Even sometimes it's risky putting them at the hotel. So how do you get them on board? And how do you also disinfect the stadium across the country? Not only that, testing is key. We need to test each player. And in our environment, is it possible for us to play football without our supporters? Major challenge. So these are the issues we are considering. The figure that came out from the NAC was about 60,000 per match. So they're gonna per match. And this is huge. For me, it's not only about the money, it's about the lives of our athletes, of our footballers. How do you ensure that they are safe at all these league centers? So it's an issue we are seeing resolving it. But I can assure you that going forward, this is phase one of ease of restrictions. It's phase one of ease of restrictions. So as we monitor the situation, observe the situation, phase two maybe we are looking at training of footballers. You can look at it, how they can train and how they can put in measures to protect their lives. So this thing can also move on. The issue of Dr. General's report, I think they did a study over a period between 2012 or so up to 2016, 2018. So there's a period they did. But I cannot assure you, since I became a Minister of Youth and Sports, maintenance has been one of the issues I don't take for granted at all. Maintenance. And they was there with me. When before we came in, Accra Sports Stadium was dead. There was no life. Now it's back to life, Accra Sports Stadium. Routine, I'm always there to ensure that maintenance is kept. And also to ensure that all other centers are kept clean. When we go to Commander Sports Stadium, it's closed down for renovation to maintain the place. You see, the issue is that when maintenance is not routine, it's not regular. We have to incur more costs in getting the place back to life. That is the challenge. That is why we are spending so much on all these centers. But I can tell you that when we are done with this innovation works, every center is going to have maintenance manual that will be followed religiously. Maintenance manual will direct you on what to do. What you should do monthly, quarterly, all these things is directed by the maintenance manual. So every center, we are going to demand maintenance manual so that we shall be observing and of course making sure that strictly we go according to the manual that dictates to us. Yes, tennis, yes. You see, in all these things, it's about adhering to strict hygienic conditions. If you wash your hands thoroughly before the event takes place, obviously you're protecting yourself. If you sanitize your hand before you even touch the balls, obviously you're protecting yourself. So before the event of tennis, you make sure that before you even touch the ball, you wash your hands thoroughly and sanitize. So it doesn't, of course, infect the ball also get back to you. So that is it. We need to observe all the protocols. In all these individual non-contact sports, we need to observe all the protocols. So as we go along, Director General, each federation will sit down with Director General and NSC to have specific protocols for you. It's about tennis, we're going to develop specific protocols for you to observe. If it's about taekwondo, whatever it is, we are going to observe specific protocols for you. So that is going to happen. The NSA is going to ensure that you have your specific protocols that you observe, that you respect. If that is done, you can prevent and avoid COVID-19. Thank you.
If there's a second part of the question, is you want to make it. Yes, sir. Please come back.
Asempa FM. Asempa FM.
Right, you're still here with us on Joy News, and we're at the moment going through what the Sports Minister, Isaac Isiama, is saying about the questions that were put to him. A number of questions, Muftau, my colleague, puts a question to him about what government was going to do, or why government did not put in part of the plan, the stimulus package, why sports clubs or football clubs were not put right in there. It was a big question. Now, the Sports Minister answers by saying that there's a plan for athletes via the YEA, and it's one that we'll have to discuss later on the show. There's a plan for athletes, but not a plan for the clubs. How, is that really going to? There's a question about testing. He has not really touched on testing, because with the non-contact sports, we're talking the table tennis, the tennis, before they go for their training, the question was, will there be mandatory testing? He hasn't touched on that, but he says that all the protocols must be followed. Washing hands and all of that is great, but there was a critical question about testing, which has not been answered as well.
All right,
why the government decide not to allow the football and all the contact sports
question time na
and he says it's because
say enye easy kra a che say you see church se muni ehun bibia nsɛm no sɛdeɛ yɛbisa na contact sport no deɛ nti a yɛne deɛ yɛte aseɛ na yɛnte yɛfrɛ ne sɛ non-contact sport no so nti questions na yɛbisa ma so say minister
and clearly yes no but clearly the bobo
stimulus package no for example stimulus package no say waka ho asɛm
why the na bi na bia and of course that one they can Canada and so omotie ni year but
also the football no they were thinking about say football no yɛbɛba back ne yɛbɛbɔ but they were considering a number of issues say yɛbɛba back and I say yɛma back and one of them say yɛbɔ behind closed doors and the key question the minister dey beside and say is it possible for us to play our game behind closed doors that question me and you will have to all answer it okay now another issue about happen say yɛka yɛbɔ behind closed doors or contact the National Sports Authority director no the buy and say yɛka behind closed doors e ka ɛbɛbɔ nie and baby no nenam no ɛyɛ say 60,000 Ghana cedis per match. Of
course.
But the 60,000 Ghana cedis per match, so we need to interrogate. Say, na the component in a day. Testing kahwana, say testing kahun. What I say, and I say just here close stadium now. Support a beer room, and a air costo a yidana. What I say, sure. Because supporters bus stadium with the real facilities we use to do. Yeah. This time around, you use you for washroom no be alcohol. What I say, you use light because support a beer the hormone. And we need to ask the 60,000 component. Say never there na the cabo man Sports Authority director no every 60,000 per match. Me crowd the hormone that
me need so much interest in that particular point na minister no. I think say maybe are interesting what bar no. You have a second batch of questions na. You have a second batch of questions na. Okay, and to be an interest for sports player, they're not a minister and they say it'll be a game, especially in football no nyamba back say. What you say? My
uncle, my student
that sports issues a bit more. This week now you focus on easing of restrictions, no soon so sport. But what I say, but Medbema minister Kaka will be to me a Kaka or no Kaka. Yes sir.
My name is
Atinka.
Yes, Atinka.
Yeah, go
ahead. I want to find out probably what government's plan for the resumption of Ghana the women's football and other games.
Are there plans for the resumption of the Premier League and women's football?
Yeah, for government.
No, are there plans on the resumption of the league and women's football? Are there any other questions? Any other questions? Else we'll bring down the gavel here, and then once Minister is done, we'll be done. Any other questions? Minister, just a moment. I think there's just one more question.
Yeah, good morning, Honorable. My name is Bismarck, a broker journalist. Honorable, respectfully, I would like to ask if...
what has changed? Last time when you introduced yourself, you said Radio Gold.
Yeah, Honorable. So
today you say broadcast journalist.
So let's continue. Respectfully,
what has changed?
I'm saying, yes, looking at our weekend's activities in sports, keep fit, exercising and other things. I would like to know, what about those people? Are they also going to be allowed to keep on doing their exercising?
Keep fit clubs,
yes,
and exercises.
And then, yes.
I think it was in the presentation. Yes.
Yeah. So the details of it. Thank you.
Okay, I hear you. Minister.
Yes, thank you, Honorable Minister. Yes, keep fit clubs. Yes, I mentioned that they cannot operate, but pre-attendance should not exceed 100. Pre-attendance also observe all the necessary social distance protocols, so it's critical. But pre-attendance should not exceed 100 for keep fit clubs. And I also said that the gym you can operate it, but it should not be more than 25% of the capacity. So in case you are operating maybe 100 per attendance, now do 25 per attendance. I hope that is clear. Yes, Mr. Minister, the challenge we face as a country in sport development is about the over-concentration on football. Even on football, blasters. So I can understand the frustration we're people going through. Definitely, have a meeting. If you're not careful, the following morning, it's about blasters, Kosiapia, and other issues are, of course, lost. So I'm happy you made that point. Let us emphasize on this very important national assignment we are engaging. But let me assure you that Coach Kosiapia has done a lot for Ghana. I have huge respect for that gentleman. We have nothing against him. We, through the FA, contacted him, gave an appointment. We all fully supported him. In all the assignments he engaged in, as a minister, I had a direct instruction from the president, give him full support, which I did. All the support I did. So we provided all the support to him. We gave the contract for 2 years. For the 2 years, we don't owe him a peso. We paid everything. There was a contract extension. If that one, we paid about 3 months or so. Not about 3 months. So it's not that we have been so disrespectful to the gentleman, we have been uncared. Not at all. No. We've shown care, concern to the gentleman. We've given that respect as a Ghanaian. That respect. When I became minister, Avant Grant, we owed him at that time. Gradually, we paid him off. So I can assure the nation that gradually we shall take his EPL, all his entitlements. I can assure you. We love him as a Ghanaian. He's one of our own. We can never do anything against Coach Osiapia. He's done a letter from Mother Ghana. We respect him. We call him Maile. We respect that gentleman. He's a gentleman. So we will respect him. Then the AstroTurf issue, yes. As far as I was made a minister, there's this gentleman who has been so instrumental in Ghana sports. He doesn't want to be called Professor Wishansa, but I call him Professor Wishansa. He is here. He is my technical advisor. Minister, maybe you can take the opportunity to also introduce my key lieutenants here. Yes. Professor Peter Chimesi, Dr. NSA is here. And then Sly Tete, our aspiring MP, is also here. He is the CEO, National Youth Authority. And then Professor Abako, also in communication. And then Ahmed Osman was also part of the communication team. So, then the board chairman is, oh, I see. Kote Badman, maybe you came in late. Kote Badman is here. Board chair NAC, also trying to stage a comeback to Parliament. A returnee, you call them returnees. He was returned to Parliament. So then he gave him that technical advice. That because of the climate we find ourselves and everything, even when we do AstroTurf, it should have some modifications, some specification that it can suit our circumstance. So I'm in touch with all those who are developing some of those facilities. Zongo Development Ministry, my brother Mustafa, I'm in touch with him, and other institutions that are engaged in that, so I can get the type that will suit our circumstance. But first, it's good for sports development. It's good for us. Let us get all these facilities. And so far, I can assure you that this regime is going to be considered as the best in terms of sports infrastructure. I'm grateful to the president and the Kufa for his vision for sports development. Because it's all about sports infrastructure. If you don't have it, yes. How can you take athletes out there and they're not exposed to the facilities? And they go to the minister, they can contribute a lot. So when you get them exposed to the right equipment, right facilities, they go out there and they excel. So that's exactly what we are doing. So what we are doing across the country, through the NYU across the country, we are doing natural grass to suit our climatic conditions here. And every facility is a FIFA or whatever standard that we are doing. If it's athletics, it's IAA standard. All the international standards. So we are providing FIFA standard pitch 10 across the country. And then it's like 30 years or so that the president made a commitment that after the 10, the additional 6 regions, each will also have such a facility there. So very soon, the president will cut a sword to begin for those 6 regions. So we are committed to providing decent, quality sporting infrastructure across the country, everywhere. Can you imagine the of Upper West? Throughout their life, they have never seen any quality pitch. Can you believe that Upper West? The whole region, Upper East. No, we have been so unfair to the people in this region. So we are remedying the situation. We are making sure that we right the wrong. That's what we are doing. So, per our specification, we do FIFA standard quality pitches. Others may have them for training purposes. So it's not bad that maybe in a small community, we have maybe 7 aside or 8 aside for sporting activity. For training, it's important. But for national international assignments, it's not important. That's why we must complement it nationally by getting state-of-the-art equipment in all the regional centers. So that if in Upper West, for example, maybe around Kabul's constituency, for example, that is not too close to the capital, can also have a simple facility. They can train. When they come to the capital, they are exposed to the best facility. State-of-the-art facility should be at the center so that they can all get that exposure that you want. So please, all the interventions being made by individuals are important. You must comment all of them. But as a state, as a country, you must equally have state-of-the-art equipment across the country. So if somebody is building a state in his community, kudos. The ministry is grateful to you for your effort in contributing to sports development. We are grateful to you. Others will do it. The larger picture will also do it as a nation. So we need to get this on board. Now, whatever it is doing is good for Mother Ghana. Let us embrace all of them. Thank you.